Give me the bass. Give me the bass.
So now we're going to go into more intermediate exercises, okay? These are more like movement forward or movement up and forward, okay? So not just like on the same spot like I did with Santino on the body weight. It was more or less just static on the same spot. Squat jumps on the same spot, split jumps on the same spot, just to prepare the body for the impact that will be coming later on. Now we're going to move to more intermediate exercises, using the body weight and using some hurdles as the obstacle to jump over, okay? So now I'm working with Jack, whose posture needs to, up with the posture, exact. So Jack also plays noise. He's also in the under 17 squad. He's 15 years old. He plays right back or right wing, basically on the right side. So obviously he has a dream, just like Santino has, to be a successful football player, playing abroad. So he's taken the initiative to start to work on his strength and conditioning and his core stability and also his mental training. So that's why I take guys here that I know want to get somewhere, okay? So let's go into a single leg jump, okay? We want 3 jumps, okay? 3 jumps. Okay, and come back. So the idea of these jumps is obviously to get as much explosivity as possible and as much distance as possible so that the legs are forced to move very dynamically, okay? That's the whole thing with these exercises. They must be dynamic. And one thing I must also add, these exercises should be done when the athlete is fresh. Should not be done at the end of your workout, okay? Because there's a lot of impact and the mind needs to be fresh, okay? So a lot of injuries come when the body is tired. So these are very intense exercises. So you should always do them when the body and the mind is fresh, okay? Let's do it one more time, Jack. 3 jumps, okay? Don't forget to breathe. 1, 2, 3. That's good, and coming back, okay? So that's a single leg jump, and obviously, like I said, if the session is to do 5 times 3 on the right side, then of course you have to balance it and do 5 times 3 on the left side. There's no point having one leg stronger than the other, or one leg more explosive than the other. It's got to be obviously equal balance there, okay? Moving into a double leg jump, we do the same thing like the standing long jump like I did with Santino, but now obviously we're going to add distance and movement. So Jack is going to do 3 jumps, okay? 3 powerful jumps, trying to get as far as possible. So with every jump should actually take you a bit further than the one previous, okay? Because you're getting speed behind it. Are you on time, my friend? 1, 2, 3, good. And come back. Take a stand there, please. Okay? So these exercises, they generate power, they generate speed, done correctly, done at the right time of the season, okay? So you don't want to be doing this when obviously you're about to play a very tough tournament with 4 games, in one day. No, you want to do this a lot in the pre-season to really get that explosivity in the legs. So when you come into the season, you've already got that speed and power there already. So we work a lot with this stuff in pre-season, especially pre-season. One more time, please. 1, 2, 3, good, and coming back. So again, like I said, Jack is 15 years old, right? So the technical stuff, we work on all the time. So even though what he did was good, it could be much better. For example, as he jumps, we really want to get this angle up. Okay? So you want to get the ankle as high up as possible to the glutes so he can snap back. Yeah? Okay? So that comes over time. As you increase the mobility of the legs, the back gets more power in the legs, he's able to now get further. So he doesn't need to be at the perfect stage right now. We just started doing this stuff. It takes years to develop the right techniques. What he does now is a good start. Okay, and we're going to start to work on it so he's even better. All right, so now we're going to go into the quite low hurdles because again, like I said, we have plenty of time to work with a young athlete. Okay, so we want to just prepare the body for the more intense exercises as they get older. Okay, so we're going to go into hurdle jumps over a low hurdle, just to get the techniques right and build a base. Okay, Jack, off you go. So minimize the ground contact. Off you go. Up, up, up. Good. Okay, and come back and stand, please. So of course you can see he can jump much higher, but that is not my focus right now. My focus right now is just to get him, build a sound base in him, not to give him high hurdles because then he's going to plateau too quickly. Okay, I want him to get the focus that when he jumps over the hurdle is to minimize the touch on the ground. Okay, that's what I want, that's the focus right now. Minimize the ground contact, the foot contact. Okay, one more time. So up, up, up. Good, and come back. So it's like a bounce. It's a very elastic, it's a very good way to build elastic power, to bounce, 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 okay? So the contact, so the ground is like fire. You don't want to land there and stay there because you're going to get burnt. So you just touch it and touch it, okay? So we start with low hurdles first. And we have plenty of time to build them up as they get older, to higher hurdles, okay? And more distance in between. Here, you can see the distance is maybe 30 centimeters in between each one. Of course, as you increase the distance in between each one, it means he has to work harder to land the same way and then obviously be more plyometric, be more explosive also. Okay? So we move it straight, we keep the hurdles, These are a lot of hurdle, I do a lot of hurdle drills with my athletes because it just builds that ability to minimize the ground contact and to work on the elasticity of the muscles, okay? So they get a much more explosive, much more dynamic. So we work sometimes with single leg jumps over the hurdles, double leg jumps over the hurdles, side jumps over the hurdles, running over the hurdles, okay? So off you go, Jack. Let's do some side jumps. Up, 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 okay. Again, keep the balance, keep the rhythm. So bouncing all the time, and bounce, and bounce, and bounce. Good. One more time. And bounce, and bounce, and bounce. Good. Also, I bring in some coordination. Okay, so when you're done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, you got it? So no rest in between, bounce, 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 bounce. Off you go. So bounce, 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 bounce. Good. One more time, this time don't hit hurdle. Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And rest and stand and turn around and face the wall. This way. Okay? So you see what we're doing now, we're doing change of direction. He's gone that way with the ball, he's feinted, now he's gone that way with the ball. Okay? So he's able to change with power and speed. Yeah, that's how these drills are fantastic. Okay? You don't need high hurdles. All we're working on is minimize the ground contact and then change the movement. And then change the movement. And then change the movement. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to go into more intermediate exercises, okay? These are more like movement forward or movement up and forward, okay? So not just like on the same spot like I did with Santino on the body weight. It was more or less just static on the same spot. Squat jumps on the same spot, split jumps on the same spot, just to prepare the body for the impact that will be coming later on. Now we're going to move to more intermediate exercises, using the body weight and using some hurdles as the obstacle to jump over, okay? So now I'm working with Jack, whose posture needs to, up with the posture, exact. So Jack also plays noise. He's also in the under 17 squad. He's 15 years old. He plays right back or right wing, basically on the right side. So obviously he has a dream, just like Santino has, to be a successful football player, playing abroad. So he's taken the initiative to start to work on his strength and conditioning and his core stability and also his mental training. So that's why I take guys here that I know want to get somewhere, okay? So let's go into a single leg jump, okay? We want 3 jumps, okay? 3 jumps. Okay, and come back. So the idea of these jumps is obviously to get as much explosivity as possible and as much distance as possible so that the legs are forced to move very dynamically, okay? That's the whole thing with these exercises. They must be dynamic. And one thing I must also add, these exercises should be done when the athlete is fresh. Should not be done at the end of your workout, okay? Because there's a lot of impact and the mind needs to be fresh, okay? So a lot of injuries come when the body is tired. So these are very intense exercises. So you should always do them when the body and the mind is fresh, okay? Let's do it one more time, Jack. 3 jumps, okay? Don't forget to breathe. 1, 2, 3. That's good, and coming back, okay? So that's a single leg jump, and obviously, like I said, if the session is to do 5 times 3 on the right side, then of course you have to balance it and do 5 times 3 on the left side. There's no point having one leg stronger than the other, or one leg more explosive than the other. It's got to be obviously equal balance there, okay? Thank you. So now we're going to go into a squat jump on the bench. So really working again with a vertical explosivity. Vertical, we've done a lot going forward. We also need to do exercises going up. So you've got a horizontal, now you also have to work with a vertical, okay? So squat jumps on the bench. We want to minimize any uses of the arms to help you come up for this exercise. We want to focus on the core and legs, okay? So let's go into a series of squat jumps, Jack. So press into the squat, explode up, and down, and up, and explode. Don't forget to breathe. So breathing in, breathing out. Stand tall when you come up. Stand tall when you come up. Yeah, and up again. Exactly, and up again. Explode. Explode. Hold it there on the last one now. One more, and hold. Okay, so when he finishes, we want this strong posture. Okay, so the core is tight, spine is in the right alignment, hips are right alignment, legs are strong. Okay, step down nice and easy. Start position. Middle position, come into the squat. Come into the squat. All the way down to the bench, just hold it. Don't sit, just hold it. Okay, so in a squat position, ready to explode up. Explode up, and hold again. All right, step down nice and easy, please, and hold it there, okay? So squat jumps on the bench, done very dynamically, okay? It's working with a vertical explosivity. Now we're going to go into a burpee with a jump. So again, we're just going to increase the explosivity. Remember I said vertical, yeah? So we did burpee, the basic one with Santino. Now we're going to do burpee and a jump with Jack. So adding the vertical to the base exercise to make it more explosive. Okay, off you go. Still 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're about to stretch out the arms so when you get the height, up with the arms, okay? Again. Okay, hold it there. Look at the feet, fix the feet. So, I'm very particular about all details. Feet straight, don't twist the feet. When you come into the first step, jump back with both feet. Don't slide one foot back and then the other, okay? Let's go into step 1 again. Jump back, both feet. There, okay. So you get that strong position. Hips, strong spine, shoulder alignment, head is up, chin is down. Okay, strong arms. Step 2, step 3. Good. Okay, open the feet, look at the feet. Okay, again, one more time. Breathe, don't forget to breathe. 2, and up. Again now, look at your feet. Always try to get your feet landing back in that straight position. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3. Now you're looking down when you're jumping. When you jump, look straight forward. So you're jumping here. You're not jumping looking down at your feet. You've got to fix your feet when you, okay. Yeah? Yeah. Again? Nope. You're shuffling your feet in the beginning. Jump back from the first movement. Explode from the first movement when you're ready. No. Take your time. Hands go down first to support you, then you jump back. There, and up. Okay, right, and down, okay? So like I said, it's attention to details. It's not just to do the exercise, just to do it. everything must be right because we're still working with quite easy plyometric exercises. So if I allow him to escape with maybe just a 10% lack of technique, it's going to be 20% when exercise gets tougher, then 30% when it gets more tougher, then 40%, then 50%, then it's an injury. So I want to cut out all possibilities of injuries that are within our power by making sure the technique is right. That's the foot placement, that's the hip alignment, that's the spinal alignment, that's the shoulder alignment, that's the head and neck alignment, everything, the ankles, the feet, everything's very important, down to the minute detail. That's why we say ATN, okay, or ATD rather. Attention to details is very important as a coach, okay? Thank you.